Hello my friends and welcome back to Divide and Conquer version 5, the beta of course, which I will say again is not currently publicly available, but I do have high hopes that it will be released sometime before the midpoint of this year. That is just a prediction, you don't take that as is, that is just my current guess based on the way that things are progressing, and things have definitely sped up a lot between the modding team. They seem to be really cranking a lot of work out now that the holidays are over, so I'm thinking sometime in the middle of the year would be my best guess, but who knows, I could just drop it next month. But of course, I know a lot of you can't wait to play this version, and I think you all are going to have a great time when it does finally show up. I believe I'm right at an end turn, actually, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit that. So for the past couple of days, your boy has had access to Warhammer 3, and that has been extremely fun. That game comes out on the 17th. Highly recommend if you guys like Total War and like Warhammer, pick it up. It is, I can't really put a review on it at this point, but I've been having a good time, so I will say that. And I plan on doing some multiplayer battle videos. I'd like to get back into that. I've done a few on my channel before, and it'll just be kind of a side project to the side of what I do for Divide and Conquer. I think I'd like to do maybe like one, like at least something like maybe like a Warhammer Wednesdays in between DAC uploads, where I can just upload a really cool battle, show some cinematic gameplay, do some casting, because I really want to kind of get into that. I always say that I want to do a lot of certain things, but my schedule is, of course, quite busy being a student and all. But it's something that I look forward to doing. I'm having a really fun time in the game. Let's take care of this goblin. Ooh, he does have a Warg pack. Those things concern me because of their strength. We've made recommendations to nerf the Warg pack. Me and a couple of the other beta testers. And nothing official has been done yet, but it is to a consensus that they are a bit too powerful. I don't know how well Aragorn could do against them, but we will need to shoot them down and just hope for the best, honestly. They're a bit scary. They can shoot through elites, but they are kind of glass cannony. Here they are way in the back. Actually, one of them has the general on it because he is the captain. So they do all technically, I think, have an invisible rider because they count as cavalry. But no, like, rider attacks. It's just the work itself. So I'm curious what he is going to do. Is he just going to sit on there? I'm not sure. Anyway, so what else do we have? Goblin infantry, goblin band. Okay, so nothing threatening. Aragorn can go right there. We have a lot of hunters, so as long as we can keep our distance from the wargs, we should be alright. Aragorn should be able to hold the line. Yeah, if those things get into our back line, we are going to have a bad time. And in fact, they might be going left. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, they're certainly going to the left-hand side. So let's move them over there. I'm going to need to shoot them from range and maybe just kite them with these archers. Defense-wise, only 9 defense, 3 being armor, so they are weak to arrows, but I do believe they all have 2 hit points. Yes, they do. Curious to see how well these horse archers do. I probably want to position these hunters to get ready to fire at them. Do they have any archers? I think it's all just melee. Let's get you guys... Actually, you guys are already firing? That is perfect. Come on, at least get a few kills, please. We actually killed their captain first off. I love it. We won't even get to see him in melee. But yeah, you can see they are taking a lot of damage from our arrows. This is actually very good. Yep, the fact that they don't really have much in terms of defense against missiles is certainly one major weakness, and they appear to be having some pathfinding issues. I'm okay with that. It's just the melee that concerns me. I might use Chieftain of the Dunedain like early here. Oh, we might be okay. Let's charge in. They're actually already wavering. That is great. How about you guys start running out that way? Deal with the goblins. Get you guys a bit closer. Yeah, they are doing some damage to us, but they did finally run. That works out. I think the Cavs should be able to deal with those wargs that are running away. And Great Company and Dunedain Rangers would be more than enough for those goblin archers out there. We do not want to get shot by goblin archers, though. Their missile attack actually is pretty decent. I think it's It might only be 2, but the fact that they have a lot of goblins in their unit accounts for a lot of their damage potential. So let's go ahead and run over here. Woodland Hunters spread out. Rangers get some distance. We can let the cavalry charge into those. Use a Chieftain of the Dunedain. Give them a little bit more melee combat. They will shoot as they charge in, and they should utterly decimate these goblin archers. Yep, they are running. So we'll get into position, shoot at the goblin infantry, but this battle is pretty much over. Honestly, once our archers take care of those goblins and Aragorn goes into melee, yeah, they will be dead and defeated. You guys work on shooting them from behind. Perfect spots. Love it. Shooting them in the back where their shields cannot protect them. Are they actually running away? I'm not sure what's going on here. Their pathfinding is very janky. They might be doing an organized retreat. Curious. Quite curious. Here, keep on running up. Are you guys out of ammo? Yes, you are. Okay, keep shooting at them. You guys go with those goblins, route them away. And we will just shoot them until they decide to actually go into melee. Yeah, I think they are just running away. Yeah, just use all the ammo. Why even risk it? And yeah, we're going now. Everyone charge in, and they are defeated. We'll just grab the last of their kind so that we can ransom them off to get some good income, because we're a little bit poor right now. Exit that battle. 5 losses, of course, just being Aragorn. See, even like, what, 3... How many wargs were there? Maybe like 10 that got in contact with them. They still got 3 kills, and 3 were friendly fire, but the friendly fire is whatever. I mean, it's not great, but the Grey Company will recover. It's only a flesh wound. We'll pretend they didn't actually die. They just took an arrow that crippled them for a moment. There has been actually a few messages in the team. I forget who said it, but they showed an image of the Grey Company in the Lord of the Rings MMO, Lord of the Rings Online, and the Grey Company is traditionally made up of men and elves, so there was kind of the idea around to actually make them be a mixed unit, kind of like some of the Dorwinian infantry. Kind of like how if you have Dorwinian bodyguards, they actually have elves and men in armor, and same with, I think, the Dorwinian armsmen, like they're protectors. It might be protectors, but yeah, they have mixed units with men and elves, and that could be really interesting for the Grey Company, even if it's predominantly human. Like I think maybe like a 1-to-3 ratio of elves in the unit to human models could look pretty cool, something like that. Maybe half and half. Just something that I think would be like really nice, and you know, maybe they'll do that one of these days. I think it would be really cool. So once this ticks over from the rebel turn, we will keep sending Aragorn with a small force. We need to take Kalaniak, which does have a large garrison. Do we have any spies over here? We're sending our spies up north to keep eyes on the Angmar, the Iron Crown Legions. We'll have them go eastwards. I'm kind of hoping they end up going into the Rudar Uplands and just deal with the rebels there for me. That would be quite nice. We're making 5,000 gold. Did not give us a construction report, but we can now upgrade Fenestruinen. Deadman's Dyke is currently building, and so is a Numenos. We could even peek into the Shire a little bit and potentially grab a journeyman, which might help with these settlements. But I kind of want to get towards it earlier, so we're going to cut through Mitchell Delving, take Undertowers, and we might grab bandits on the next turn. That way we just have an extra melee unit. Do we want to get him any other units? I think he's okay with what he has. We do want to garrison this fort, though. We need units there. Do we want to save money? We'll have communal farming done, so we'll probably get the Carpenter's Hut next turn, and then that leaves us with 1,100 for additional reinforcements, should we need it. Aragorn will put down a watchtower here, right along the bridge, and then head back to Tirdain. We do need to defend it for a few turns, and get the war camp rolling, and maybe some free upkeep. We'll actually get 2 units here, so we're going to hold position. Once we have 2 units sitting in this place, and some free upkeep, I'll feel comfortable moving on to Kalaniak. But in that time, the goblins can just get another building or 2 over there. Alright, so Deadman's Dyke is well defended at the moment. We will send out these guys to sit in the fort, save us a bit of income. Actually, we want the bandits in there, don't we? That saves about 200 gold. Not terrible. Too bad the fort is just out of range for Hervigil's retinue. I guess while he's going out, he might as well take the Dunedain Rangers, because they're not getting free upkeep. I think that would be the best call. We do have some archers to deal with in this region. And where is our diplomat? Do we have any missions for you right now? Send you to Khazad Doom. We can't even get him over there. I might just do a cheat move to the other side here. Let's do a show cursor stat. So what's his name? Hirgon. Move. Character. Oh, I am mistyping everything right now. Hirgon 249 338. I'm not a big fan of doing this too often because I kind of like the charm of having to send a diplomat around. But for the sake of the fact that we will just continuously get this mission until we do it, I will send him over and we will just offer some map information. How's 800 gold? That should be decent enough for you, Ballin. Excellent, and we'll get the other 750. So we could also maybe train another unit here, maybe another unit of scouts. Yeah, we'll do that. And we will run through that turn. But yeah, I've been having an absolute blast playing Warhammer 3, so on the 10th is when I can actually do videos for that, so that would be Thursday, I'm thinking that is, because today is Sunday, it is the 6th. So yeah, Thursday morning I will play some multiplayer and upload a replay. I believe I can show everything except for the ogres on that day. That is the only faction I could not show any gameplay of. So look forward to that. If you guys do want to support my Warhammer endeavors, then I would greatly appreciate that. Now, Eredluin wants trade, but they want us to give them money. I'm going to say nah. I'm going to sell you some map information. 700 gold, since you wanted me to pay you for trade rights. And would you look at that? They have taken it. The tables have been turned on the dwarves. Now, fingers crossed, they side on the alignment of order. But should they accept the rings and turn against us, we will have a mighty enemy in the northwest, which is partially why I want to secure land, so that we can eventually develop it and have a forward front against Eredluin. And should they assault and take those territories, we're not really losing much, because Ostgalone and Undertowers aren't incredibly wealthy. It will take them a while to actually be worth some money, but I'd like to have that safe kind of mini breadbasket in the far regions of our newfound kingdom of Arnor. Although we do have a lot of work to be done. The House of Kings must be rebuilt. And I think that's actually all we need to do is just rebuild the House of Kings. I don't even think we need to get to the Oathbreakers. Could be wrong about that. I'm not even sure if we can get the Oathbreakers. I think we still can. I think I will get at some point another script that will show up that tells Aragorn the next steps. It's been a little while though since I've done that, so I can't exactly recall. We're going to send an emissary to Lothlorien, and we will get a new unit. Looking at that construction report, we got the communal farming done. We've got 3% growth. I mean, as much as I want land clearance, we need to get these carpentry huts going, especially because Enumenos is unique in that we actually get the Enumenos Guild House, which is 60% time reduction and 40% cost reduction for building, so we can quickly build a ton of infrastructure. Rohan and Oguldur at war. Interesting. A little early for that, I kind of feel. Did we not get a watchtower here? Oh, well, we'll get one now. And you shall walk over to Mitchell Delving. There's no mercenaries we can actually grab at Mitchell Delving, but that's okay. We'll grab some in Bree another time. Now we have units here. We've got good eyes onto the rest of Angmar. Let us see what's going on with Kamith Bryn. Want to get eyes on the keep. It's got to be somewhere up here in the north. It would be a nice place to take, and it's a good staging ground to get into Athilin, Morapatarth, and then Mount Graham. It's kind of a good place to attack Angmar from, and we can just kind of funnel them into this area. Oh, Soul, yeah, you don't have anything to build, do you? We could get the militia garrison, but we need some people here. I'm kind of tempted to get the communal farming. Maybe when we have a little bit more income at our disposal, then we shall investigate. Or invest, I should say. Alright, the goblins are still in the area, so I'm just going to put up another watchtower on this side. Get us eyes on Koloniak, and then retreat Aragorn. I think they might attack us next turn anyway. I really want to take Koloniak, and then we're going to be a little spread thin. But if we can also get to Tharbad early and keep Dunland out, then that would be fantastic. Could also be worth it to take Mangalin, and then give that to Bree so that they can start upgrading it for us. In fact, that might be a good task for Aragorn after Koloniak is taken. As I suspected, the goblins are making a move for Tyrduin, and they still have a sizable garrison in Koloniak, so we will have to hold our position. We might be a little bit low on units, though. This is actually a lot of soldiers, so we will need reinforcements down in the village. Isengard and Gondor at war. Interesting that they are going that far west. The question is, which of these two armies do we want to deal with? The smaller one or the larger one? This one does have Uruk Overseers. I'm thinking this one might be a little more threatening because of the larger size. So if we can use our number advantage now, weaken this one, then we can deal with this goblin army. But alternatively, we might have more numbers left after fighting this army to deal with the other one. If we can get any mercenaries, that would be amazing, but alas, we cannot. Do we have any cavalry? We're out of cavalry. This isn't good, actually. I think I'm going to have to send down another ranger, and probably these wardens, to head down to the camp. They won't quite make it to the village in time. That will hurt some of our income, but it's a little more important that we have some soldiers down here ready to defend the camp. And the Rangers are really cheap at only 205 upkeep, so I will send them on out. Before we do that battle, I'd like to move Halbrad to the west. We forgot to get the bandits, but we can also take Undertowers. In fact, yeah, let's take Undertowers right now. I don't know what we actually get from the Yellow Styrian Stone. Might just be flat income. Captain Nick does have bandits, woodland hunters, and sellswords. Halbrad does have the steel bowmen, which are phenomenal at taking down armored units. Although I feel like their accuracy has always left a little bit to be desired. I think they might be slightly less accurate than the Rangers, so I always compare them to the Rangers. But of course, armor piercing is so valuable, and having them on just a regular bow unit is massive. It gives them the killing power of a crossbow with the fire rate of a regular archer. And I've always liked this map. I like the little tower here on the edge. That's like really, really cool to me. But functionally, it seems a little bit strange, but I love it. It's pretty cool. We're just going to go through this side over here. And we have so many archers that I'm not really concerned about counterfire. I think we can just destroy them before they even fire back at us. Obviously, we will want Halbrad to absorb as many shots as he can. But the Dunedain Rangers can sit behind him and fire at those woodland hunters. We don't even need to really send our infantry in. I think the sheer amount of Rangers we have will make short work of the garrison here. And they will most likely just stay in place. Should the sellswords. Rangers probably should shoot at the woodland hunters if they are in range. Alright, yep, they are now all making their way over. Halbrad will keep shooting at those sellswords. Down to 99 already, and yeah, look at the devastation. Yeah, this many archers, I don't think the AI can properly manage. They will send out some bandits, maybe. Maybe the sellswords will head their way up to the front lines. Still better for us to shoot those woodland hunters. But you know what, maybe let's just focus fire these sellswords. Yeah, you know, yeah, every archer fire at them. That way they can't even get into melee with us. Down to only 53. Yeah, they are not going to make it, are they? That is beautiful. Yep, I love it. We'll probably get through this without taking a single casualty. Have everyone just kind of split up their arrows. I could do a stagger fire technique where you stop firing, wait for the AI to go back into a normal formation. But I think we have enough arrows and we are accurate enough that we don't need to worry about that. How many are dead? 72%. And not a single one of our forces will die in this battle. Oh, that is just brilliant. If we need to, we'll send in Halbrad to go into melee. He can make short work of the woodland hunters and take a few, you know, wounds, I guess. If a few of his men die, no big deal. Instantly replenishable by the next turn. But yeah, I want you guys to shoot at those woodland hunters. Is anyone even in range? Doesn't look like anyone is. We're all shooting at one bandit. Halbrad is out of ammo. Let's just move up the rangers. Halbrad will move out. And rangers, make short work of those woodland hunters, please. Should be basically dead instantly. A few more volleys. We could send Halbrad into melee. Not really needed. Only, what, one is left? Two are left? See how accurate those last few shots can be. It's always those last few guys that end up taking the longest to kill. And we actually lost one from that single archer. One archer managed to take down one of our steel bowmen. It seems highly unlikely that the one arrow would roll off and kill him, but not impossible. 12 armor to a 5 damage missile is a decent shot of that killing him. A little bit upsetting. We'll say he is merely wounded, though. That was just the luckiest shot, and that man has a arrow in his neck or in his eye socket. But the Undertowers is now ours. It's not worth a whole lot of money. Yeah, all we get is just tradable goods. It's not that well for the Dunedain, and the other issue is going to be culture. So we do have to rush the library and the stone circle. This would give an immediate 5% law bonus. So we'll do that into library. Although actually if we do library first and then stone circle, it'll start to convert our population more. We'll have Halbrad hang out here for a few turns while that happens. We do need to deal with Alngassen. I feel like his whole point is just to be here to do the battle map there. I don't think he can ever actually move, but he could potentially cause devastation. But now that we have Undertowers, we shall now take the fight to Captain Gazhorn. What do you have? Actually, just trash. It is all trash, so we won't have any problems dealing with these orcs. It seemed a little bit threatening with the sheer amount of units they had, but they are just so weak. Of course, there was a time in earlier renditions of Divide and Conquer where Aragorn had a mounted cavalry archer bodyguard for the Grey Company, and they could solo... I think you could easily solo up to 2,000 or more goblins. Maybe even more than that. He was a one-man army. And free, too. Of course, free upkeep's always nice. So, a couple rangers, couple huntsmen. Grey Company will form a front line. Huntsmen need to run up a little bit closer. Aragorn move up, and... yeah, the only thing we really need to worry about are the mountain orc hunters. But we have archers, and if we can just get our cavalry to charge into everything else, they will die. Let's have you guys shoot at the Snaga archers for now. You guys move up. A few goblin archers over here. Not really something I'm looking forward to fighting. We'll get you guys around the flanks and charging very shortly. Go ahead and head up into melee. You guys should be able to stop them from firing. Excellent work. That will do a lot of damage to the Snaga. Even though these are just horse archers, Snaga have no mass. We might take a few casualties trying to pull out, but that is okay. All you guys please shoot at those now. Aragorn could get into melee with them. I think we'll send him in. Just stop them from doing too much damage to us. There we go. Yep, we do not want them getting into melee. That would not be good. Let's charge into the Snaga Stalkers now. Oh, that's a bad charge. No, no, pull out. Pull out. Here, most of them are dead. That is excellent. A few Snaga Stalkers and Goblins trying to charge us from behind. We shall retreat. Countercharge them. Activate the Chieftain of the Dunedain ability. Ooh, there are some Uruk Overseers, though. That's something that we need to be careful of. We'll try to countercharge them. So a lot of the Snaga Stalkers are going to go down. We'll chase them off for a moment. We could always ransom these guys off for money, and I think that's probably our best plan, is just to keep farming the goblins for income as long as we possibly can. You guys shoot those goblin band. I'd rather not go into melee with them. They are a little bit threatening. If you guys shoot at them too, you guys shoot at the goblin band. One unit I do not want to get in melee with the Dunedain Scouts, even though they have just piss poor stats. The fact that they still get a spear bonus tells me that charging our rangers into them would be an awful plan. Just absolutely terrible. Great company making short work of the overseers. Doing great work there, lads. As long as our archers keep focusing on the goblin band, we will now be able to squeeze into the Snaga archers in the back line. And most of the goblin band are now dead. Backs to the archer line that we have, which is great. And I think that is the Uruk Overseer Captain. He is dead. We shall charge into the Snaga archers now. Come on, lads. Archers still firing at Goblin Band, doing great work. Who's all left? A couple of Goblin Archers, it looks like. Alright, yep, we'll just put it on time 6 for a few moments. Capture all of them. And they are defeated. Yep, so we might as well just get all the money we can. Chase all these lads down. Shoot them. Capture them. Stick them in a stew. It matters not. I want money. Especially if we're going to be upgrading these villages. We're going to need it. Uh-oh. Archers, please stop firing. I do not want to kill any of my cav on accident. That would be a bad call. A couple more. We're just going to maximize our income. Each one of these snog is like, you know, at least 1 gold. So that was 5 more that we got by spending like, what, 3 seconds on it. And 1 last Goblin Band. 2 Goblin Band. That's probably like 3 gold for each of them. And they are all defeated. 16 to 1029. Dunedain Scouts, of course, getting the most kills, but Rangers 213, Woodland Hunters 175, and Grey Company at 149, showing that they can keep up even with archers firing at very poorly armored targets. And we, of course, have excellent archers. Woodland Hunters are just chef's kiss. Of course, they do have no defense, and they are awful in melee, but considering what they are compared to other archers from other nations, they are very, very good at being archers. It's kind of insane. I mean, they have more missile damage than Dalian longbowmen, although of course the longbowmen are more properly armed and have greater range. 264 gold, I will take it, plus the camp income, and that is good stuff. We'll sit back in tier 2 for now. What can we recruit? I guess this would be a good time to actually get the chicken farming. And let us grab 1 more Dunedain Warden. We're a little bit tight on cash. We're going to need money. Let us hold off. Like, I want the population growth, but 3% of 200 is pretty bad. We're going to hold off. I'd rather invest in Dead Man's Dyke now that I notice that we are going to finish the farming next turn. And we also need to invest in other places. Where is our diplomat? You're going to Lorien, so let us get some map information with you. Do you not have the proper fort? This is supposed to be its own CSM, but it's a little bit messed up right now. Interesting. We shall go... Oh, now it's working. Oh, that's right, because it's part of Carascaladon. So this is something really interesting that they've been doing. The forts now are part of the CSMs of the settlement. So if I don't see Carascaladon, it just looks like a standard, like, fort. But then the second you go here, it'll show it's part of the city, actually. But it makes it look really cool. So that's just something that's really nice. We'll get trade rights, get some map information. We'll even just trade map information for them. I'd like to paint the map. And that's always something fun that I like doing. Fangorn has been reached. Misty Mountains are reached. And 1 Woodland Hunter. I would have preferred Dunedain Rangers, but that's okay. I wonder, it's probably going to send us to the Anduin next, if I had to guess. And where do we want to send those hunters? Oh, they're out of capital. Is that Osul right now? Yes, it is. So we shall bring them down the way. They shall hang out with Aragorn. And we already did this battle, right? Yes, we have to end the turn. Irinian has picked the Northmen. I always like to see that. Himian, we are not going to take a bride for you. I do not want you to mess with the family tree. And look at this army sitting in Cameth Bryn. A bunch of Hillmen, Rudar Huskarls, and 3 units of Trolls. Yeah, Angmar, you can deal with that. I am not touching that place for a very long time. It is a cool settlement. I like it. But my goodness, that is just ridiculous. And there's no infrastructure either. Now, Goblins, please don't go for finished ruin, and don't just skip over me like that. Unit recruitment is done. We did get the Cavalry Archers. Deadman Stike is done with communal farming. Do we want to get roads, or do we want to work? No, we want to get the blacksmith. That's what we want. Did get the camp, so we can get some free upkeep. We'll probably want wardens here, and then like Dunedain scouts to defend it. So we might just get both, and that way we have extra units down here. That is looking great. We will need to chase down those goblins. I can't let them just walk around my territory, but they are making more buildings at Kalaniak, which is always nice. So over here at Undertowers, we must deal with Aung Hassan. What does he have for bodyguards? Clan Heralds. So we will go out to him. Undertowers is going to definitely need some stone circle and a library. We will take care of you, Starline Mercs. Yeah, nothing that's too threatening to the archers that we have, and a few units of infantry. Of course, the only real threat is going to be the Clan Heralds, but we can shoot them away. And welcome to Undertowers. I'm a big fan of this map, and like I see why the army is there. Like you almost never get the chance to fight here, but it is really, really cool. It would be nice if maybe the tiles for it maybe expanded to a few regions. So if you were in the area, this is where you fought, and it might see more use. Unsure though. Of course, the deployment's always a little funky when you're the attacker. Very simple formation, spears, steel bowmen, archers, and that is an army. So if you guys run right over here, we have a bunch of rangers. We will be able to outshoot them from range. Now, are we already in range, or do we need to get a bit closer? I think we need to get closer. Best case scenario, though, we will be able to fire at, or at least be able to pull them away with the scouts. Best case scenario. We are getting in range. Let's shoot at the Kife Huntsman. Although Starline Mercs are a bit deadly. You guys shoot there. You guys shoot at the Mercs. And you shall run around the back if you can. I mean, charging into the Huntsman would get a lot of kills. Oh, geez, the frame rate. Why is that so bad right now? That was weird. Seems to be okay now. I don't know why it got so bad with that volley. Let's run forward. We can abuse the skirmish system. But yeah, for some reason the frame rate's just really bad. Maybe it's just the map. Let's head around the sides. As long as we don't get shot by Clan Heralds. They are beginning to fire. That is okay. Just keep on shooting, lads. Getting a bit close. We can shoot at the Clan Heralds. Yep, let's deal with those. Our archers, though, the Dunedain scouts will be able to stop the archers from firing at us. And yep, that is going to do huge damage to the bodyguard. So if you guys pull out, if I can, it would be really cool to shoot them from the side. So your Kife Huntsman taking damage. Halbrad used leadership. You guys flank into those, please. And run out, lads. I think most of the Clan Heralds are dead. Only 32 remain. We might lose some Dunedain Wardens here, but that is just a sacrifice we will have to take. So your Kife Huntsman. Yep, let's charge those. And let us have you guys shoot at them. Keep pulling these chaps out of the way. Chase them down. 14 Clan Heralds still can do a decent amount of damage. These Starline Mercs are just going to get shot point blank. They are not going to have a good time. Yep, chase them down, chase them down. Alright, go into those Clan Heralds. Don't let them fire anymore. Their javelins do hurt. Keep on firing, lads. Huge damage coming in. And run away. You guys run away. One more volley should be fine. And they are breaking. That is exactly what we want. Here, you shoot at those, you shoot at those, you shoot at those, you shoot at them, and you shoot at them. Where are the clan heralds? Still just one left. Let's actually shoot him, shall we? Let's get rid of him. Is he a pirate? That's so weird. He's a pirate. I didn't know he was. It's pretty cool. He has gone down. All we need to do is take care of those Sarline mercs. Activate some leadership. And you lads charge into those Sarline mercs from behind. It's a little bit scary because they do have halberds, but we might be able to break them here. Excellent. They are wavering. Big damage is coming in. And pull out, lads. Do not stay in combat. A few of them will go down. That is just the way it goes. And yep, they are fighting to the death. That is exactly what we wanted. Losing 28 is not terrible. Only healed a couple of them, which is a bit sad. I wish we had more casualty replenishment traits, but we would need to get a few herbalists running. And that is one less threat to our civilization. Now, how many forces would we actually need to quell the public order? Can we just have Halbrod put some towers out? Let's see here. If I put everyone in there, maybe? Yeah, its public order is awful. We might just need to keep a governor here. Yeah, we absolutely need to have a governor at this place. Put one watchtower in between the Undertowers. Yeah, that looks a little bit janky, but okay. Keep him here for now. We just need to get this... I mean, the corruption's really bad, but it's mostly just cultural unrest that is an issue. But we can actually get some hobbitry here. That would be fun. A couple Watchshears, Bandober's archers, because it does have Smeals. So I guess, yeah, once we do get some, like a war camp here, or even just the stone circle, we will be able to get these two units and at least have some free upkeep in there. And hopefully the culture will keep improving. Might be a few turns until we can actually get to our next settlement. So Lugnag, you need to die. I cannot let you just wander around my land. Let's see, we'll send you to join Aragorn. You guys sit in the town. Aragorn, take care of Lugnag. He has a bit more of a powerful goblin force, but it's still all just complete trash. I'm not going to give them any credit. Alright, Aragorn will take the front line since he is our best front line. 2 rangers spread out like that. Woodland hunters can go over there. And that looks like a solid army. We can pretty much force them to us with the Dunedain rangers and their extreme range. Let's battle on double speed. Saga archers, only real threat. Yep, that's the only thing we have to worry about is just taking damage from them. But of course we have so many Dunedain rangers that that's not really an issue at the end of the day. You guys shoot those Snaga archers too. And what are you guys firing at? Goblin Band? Yeah, not too bad. We'll send Aragorn up early, though. Come on, lads. Okay, they are getting a little bit too close to us. I don't like that. Alright, lads, run in there. Yep, I'm not a big fan of getting shot at by Snaga archers. No, I am not. Here, you lads, run in there, please. You guys shoot at those. You guys also shoot at those. Are in melee with the Snaga archers. We can chase them down. Ignore the Goblin Band, please. Oh, they're actually going to run from us? Perfect. Chase them down, please. Come on, you guys can capture them a little bit better than that, surely, right? So here, all of our archers are firing at those guys. Goblin infantry is about to go down, which is excellent. They might not even make it to us in melee. Actually, they're getting a bit close. Maybe they will. Here, keep chasing those, please. Keep on firing, lads. Just keep on firing. Most of them are dead. 47. And run away, lads. Get out of there. Are they wavering? Perfect. And they are done. I love it. And we could chase them down for money. I'm just going to call that good enough. We're already bleeding them dry as is, but I don't want to keep fighting goblins every single turn like this. I'd rather be able to fight maybe Angmar at some point. And 183 is not much, and they're not going to take it. We still get 300 gold, though, just for attacking their camp, so we're making a living. At least some type of living. We are certainly surviving, and I think at this point, yeah, we'll probably want to march on Kalaniak. Is there anything else we can do this turn? What's our mission? We don't have any. We'll just keep sending our diplomat up north for now. Khazad-dûm did take a really interesting... That might help them, actually, for survival. But outside of that... Oh, we do have Chieftain Agorolg, so we need to be prepared to defend Fanish-Druinen. Let's grab some cheap archer militia. Aragorn might need to withdraw back to that land. We shall see. We do have another candidate for adoption, but I will reject that. I'd rather have more children in the family, if we could. Fanish-Druinen did upgrade. We are being invaded, though. Chieftain Agorolg has sent his army westwards, and that does scare me a little bit because he has the Wargs in his army and Warg Scouts. He also rides upon a pack of Wargs, so we need to be cautious about that army. We will need to pull in a lot of our forces to actually handle it safely, because obviously Aragorn's army right now is not going to handle that many Wargs, especially when we need to dedicate our resources to the Warg pack. But before we get into that, we shall take a look at our income. It is just abysmal right now, but we did spend money on the Stone Circle. Hopefully, in a few turns, we can get this population up. I mean, we're already at 6%. I think we started at, what, 3? So, with Halbarad here, hopefully it won't take too long. I would like to get another watchtower, though, this time to the south. Thank you, Halbarad. But yeah, 51% public order is just awful, even though there's only 150 people here. You will have to sit in here for a few turns. I mean, I guess we could just send the units up north, and that might work for capturing the settlement. In fact, yeah, I think that's our best move. It sucks having to leave him there, but it's pretty much all we can do. So we'll send the captain up north. He should be able to take out the settlement up there. We might just have to exterminate the village, though, due to potential public order concerns. Captain Bondi is attacking us, but we have horse archers and two Dunedain wardens, so I'm not too concerned about that settlement. I think we will need to deal with Chieftain Agorolg before he gets reinforcements. So we shall meet him on the bridge. How many spearmen do we have? We don't have any spearmen. We'll take those 2 units. These woodland hunters are just going to have to do their best. And we do have cavalry from behind. We do have other Dunedain wardens available, but I think this should be enough. It's just these 3 units of wargs plus his wargs that we need to really worry about, which makes me wish I could have another spear. We're going to come from the bridge here, so that's not the best positioning. We're going to have to fight him like this. And thankfully he doesn't have a 4th unit of wargs. If we take him out, though, that's huge, because that gets rid of a unique bodyguard, and this is quite the force of goblins here. Our Captain Ecthelion shall join us in combat. Interesting that he shares the name that Aragorn will have. Or actually, no, Ecthelion was the last king of Gondor, I think. Could be wrong about that. This will be the last battle for today's episode as well, so it shall be a grand one. And our biggest concern in this battle is going to be getting to our reinforcements. I think I'll take the hill on the right. Aragorn will need to be our front line, and these Dunedain wardens are going to have to do a lot of work for us. So we'll get Aragorn into a thin line like that. Same with the Rangers. They shall post up behind the ranks. Woodland Hunters shall go right there. And we really just need to hope for the best. Get you guys into a formation like that. Yep, we will be right behind them. This is a bit scary. Biggest issue, of course, being the Warg pack. But I think we can send these scouts early on to start handling them. And yeah, these Dunedain wardens are in a bit of a precarious situation. But hopefully, because they are spears, if they do get charged, we can shield wall them. And maybe peel back these Warg riders. That would be ideal. You guys, I want you to focus on the Warg pack, please. They need to die. And we also need these scouts to get into the battlefield. That would be excellent. Now you guys keep running that way. It looks like Warg scouts are going to head up front first. That's okay. Well, that's a bit close. Here, I'll keep on firing then. If they just ignore you, that works out in my favor. I'm willing to trade shots with the scouts for now at range. Alright, looks like you guys are slowly whittling them down to only 93. I mean, they don't actually have 100 men. I think it's like, what, 50 wargs maybe? but I think each one counts as 2. That looks like a lot of those wargs are defeated. That is excellent. The issue will be the warg scouts that want to hit us in melee. Come on, keep taking them out, please. They all need to die. They are taking good damage, and they might have poor leadership, so we could get a potential early kill on them, which would be amazing. Are you archers, please focus on the warg riders now. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Run out, lads. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. No, no, no. Run away from the feral wargs, please. This is not good for us. Please get out of combat. I'd rather not be shot right now. You guys back on fire at will. Oh, looks like Aragorn did get charged by those warg riders. That's not good. We still firing at them? Yeah, that works, I guess. Here, hold your position, lads. Oh, you guys did... I did not want you guys to go into melee with goblin infantry. That is not at all what I meant for you guys to do. I lost control. Let's see here. Aragorn is handling the warg riders okay for now. Now you lads need to keep dealing with those, please. You lads also charge into the goblin infantry. Actually, we need to ignore these guys. Oh no, our rangers did get caught in a melee. That is not good. Where are the... You guys are over there. Okay. Our captain died. That's not good. He really died just charging into those guys, huh? That is awful. I really don't like these wargs being in my line like this, but I don't really have a choice. Hey, you guys need to deal with them. Come on, lads. Please take care of those units for us. Can't believe our captain on the other side already died, though. That's not good. All of you, please shoot at the wargs. They need to die. It's dealing with the Snaga archers. Not bad. Let's see here. They are going to try to charge Aragorn, it looks like. Let us counter-charge. Hopefully Aragorn doesn't die here. I'm going to be really upset. I'm going to be really, really mad if he does. Problem is we need the, we need their general to die, and he's just not going down. A big charge on the goblin band. Weaken them up a bit. Get into the hillmen. And what are you guys shooting at? The warg scouts? Alright, deal with those goblin infantry, please. So a lot of those goblin band are defeated. I have no idea where the faction heir is. He might be running away. You guys run away. You guys shoot at the goblin infantry. You guys charge into those. Actually, yeah, you guys need to go deal with him. Yeah, where is that, where is their general anyway? I'm not even sure. I can't see him on the map. Is he somewhere back here? Oh, no, up here? I'm not even sure. You let's charge into those. I don't like our Dunedain wardens being charged like that. Yeah, where the heck is the bodyguard? Is he in this melee? Oh, yes, he is. Okay. Come on, deal with him. Deal with him, please. Come on, take him down in melee. Come on, spearman. Come on, guys, what are you doing? Let's use Aragorn's ability if he has it. Scouts pull out. I need you guys to be in a proper formation. What is this? Oh, did we kill him? Ah, yes, we did. Okay, that'll be the battle then. And then the Wardens doing their best over here. Take quite a bit of damage with our army, but it was kind of a brutal battle. So I'm not surprised. They get charged by you know, charged by wargs is never something that you want to have happen to your rangers. But I was so worried about the feral wargs that I just could not risk letting them fire at us. Ah, no, I wanted to chase more of them down. Ah, we should still kill them all. That should work out pretty well. Please tell me a lot of those casualties did heal. Thankfully they did. 23 and 22 for those rangers and wardens. Still sad that our second captain did get taken down so early. And we shall execute them. I don't want this army running around anywhere. We still have a second captain of goblins running around, and I don't like that. Alright, so horse archers, arguably a lot more useful in the field. Oh, geez, more wargs? How many are they going to send at us? Okay, we need to deal with the goblins soon. I don't want to keep dealing with these wargs every battle. You let's join up with Aragorn. We could get some bandits maybe in the next turn. Finished Runin, I'd love to get you some upgrades though, but how much would trade give us? 30, 80, that's actually not bad, we'll grab that. That's extra income. But we're hardly making any income though, that's not so good. And our captain is heading up there. Should we save money for a Numenos? Would that be best? Yeah, we'll save money for a Numenos. I want to get those build houses done. Finished Runin is cool and all, but a Numenos is cooler. So Aragorn, I don't like how they're just walking across our land like this. I guess we could send this horse archer back to Finished Runin, and maybe next turn get the wardens back in the city to defend it. Yeah, we really need to get Kiloniak. We really need to head down into the south here. These regions aren't that great for us, though, to be honest. Like Osten Edel, we don't get like any units. We don't get a camp at all. But maybe if we can take Anon and Arad and give it to the elves, and then a Region, that would certainly help a ton, and give the elves some extra land. But honestly, we'd probably have to take Zog Kala to make any meaningful impact. Over here, though, yep, we have those guys running around. So that will be it for today's episode. So if you guys are enjoying the series, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and until next time, my friends.